John, so given the ongoing tensions, how productive would you say his visit was to China?
I think it was important that Mr. Dombrovskis came here to Beijing. He's coming just after the European Union, to many people's surprise here in Beijing, announced that investigation into subsidies for electric cars. He has, while he was here in Beijing, said that the EU will be more forceful in protecting its trade rights. In response, after meeting with the Vice Premier He Lifeng, Vice Premier He said the EU should act with caution, that the European Union keeping its markets open would be good for Europe, would be good for China, would be good for climate change and cooperation across the board. China has not signaled what it might do in retaliation if the EU were to take sanctions or put tariffs in place. But I think the impact of any tit for tat would be quite huge for both Europe and China.
I guess my question always is, given the domestic challenges, are we seeing any kind of change in the rhetoric, any softening in the rhetoric from Beijing in terms of perhaps, having less leverage when it comes to needing foreign investors?
I think there has been a real effort to try and instill some confidence in multinational foreign investors, foreign business people. There's been an effort to try and streamline visas so it's easier to visit China. There have been attempts to, by people as senior as the premier, to emphasize that China will treat foreign investors and foreign companies the same as it would treat domestic investors. Whether or not foreign business is buying that, I think it's hard to tell at the moment, because at the same time, there are issues about accessibility of data. There are issues about predictability of policy. All these things are weighing on decisions as people are trying to figure out what they want to do with their money.